In this live stream, we've got quite a bit of stuff to talk about. I'm going to give you some updates on what I've had going on in the fish room since the last time that I actually live streamed. I'm also going to give you an update on my new fish room project, which is in the actual garage. I'm going to be giving away a Ziss bubble biofilter that I recently made a video on. It was a couple videos back, so if you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go check it out. We had a pretty good conversation around this filter. A lot of people were telling me how they liked it or how they didn't like it, and that's one of the main purposes of my videos, is to try and create conversation. That way other people in the hobby can get a feel for what's going on products that they don't have, or different types of things like that. And the last thing that I'm going to be doing is giving away one of the Otter Creek Aquatics shirts. And the reason that I'm going to be giving these away is because I just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I just want to thank all of you for that. But thank you everyone that has shown up, and just to give you guys a little update on what's been going on in the fish room. I wanted to make a little video on it, but it was my first time trying it, so I kind of decided to hold back. I wasn't going to try to make a video on something that I wasn't familiar with, and that was actually breeding my Betta fish. So I put some pictures on Instagram of the male, and he's just absolutely beautiful. It's one of the koi plakat bettas. And then the female that I got, I wasn't too satisfied with her, and I probably should have went ahead and tried to find another one, but I went ahead and just tried to breed them anyways, and I actually did succeed. I got some eggs, but I didn't actually get them to hatch. So the way that I bred them was I put a Indian almond leaf on top of the water, and the koi betta blew his bubble nest underneath, and then they laid the eggs, they spawned, laid the eggs, and then the leaf actually sank to the bottom, so the eggs were completely scattered. And I felt so sorry for that betta because he was just flying around the tank trying to collect all the eggs, and he didn't have a bubble nest to basically replace them. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to not get that leaf to sink next time. Another thing is that I put up some pictures about a couple of tubs that I set up, and I haven't actually made any videos on it, but I asked some people what I should put in it, and I had a couple people message me on Instagram, which was really cool. We had some conversation about tubs and different things like that. And I actually got some white cloud mountain minnows. I've actually never had this fish before, but me being me, before they actually got to my, I got a little antsy, and I went ahead and put some yellow tiger endlers out there, and I'm going to try to crossbreed them with something, and I want to make a video on that just so you can see the kind of look that I'm going for with this crossbreed. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. But that's about all that I've really got going on in the fish breeding projects going on. I got the stir-bys and Adolphis, so and then I actually have been given a little teasers on Instagram as well about the new fish room on me for more space. I've already got some plumbing ran out there. I've got the utility sink. I recently set up an RO system, so I'm going to be able to run some RO water. Here in Indiana, we have really, really hard water, fish and shrimp that I haven't been able to keep in the past. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I've got my uncle is actually an electrician. He's going to come down. We've already ran a couple circuits. Fish room. I may have just lost connection, but in a fish room, you have all sorts of electric that you're not even aware of. And I wasn't aware of it when I first set this fish room up, so I'm going to make sure I have enough outlets for this new fish room. And then I'm going to be expanding, putting in some new tanks. I may put in some stock tubs or maybe even a pool pond because I have that big garage now with all that space. So it's going to be pretty exciting coming up. So I appreciate you all for actually watching. I know I haven't been live in a while, and I'm hoping that I can actually get back into live streaming. I'm live streaming on my phone right now because for some reason my laptop won't connect the microphone and the camera, so I'm still on my phone. And that is one of the reasons is YouTube took it to where you had to have 1,000 subscribers to go live on your phone, and then my computer wasn't working at the time, so I'm going to try to get a new computer. That way I can some more, I'd say, professional live streams, because I can't. There's some actually pretty cool projects coming up, so I'm glad you guys are sticking around and I find the content. So looks like a video that I put back a couple videos back, and it was to give away this Ziss bubble biofilter. So to enter that, you had to comment phrase Ziss bubble biofilter plus bare bottom equals gold. And there was actually 19 people that commented that exact phrase. So I thought it was only going to be a couple, and I put it at the end of the video. People may have seen other people's comments and just put it, but I did that so the people that actually watched the full video would have a better chance of actually winning the biofilter. So I just got little piece of paper that I wrote everybody's name on. Got my hat, and we've got Heirloom Aquatics, GT Aquatics, the Reef Sophomore, Stephen Tennant, BH Cup 10, Gummy Aquatics. And if you're watching and I don't say your name, which I went through it several times, so I'm almost 100% sure that I got everybody's name. If not, just let me know and I'll make sure to have one of the mods maybe check it out, make sure that it's real, and we'll get your name put in. Troy and Angie, Antonio, Javier. So Rob DeFreeze, Dave from Aquarium Thoughts. I thought you were working, Dave. Allie Patton, Emma Soames, Exotic Fishes, Terminator Fishing, Aquamate, Josh, I'm glad you got to show up. Anisha Leonard, Not Nola Jane Fishrich. And I've seen a couple of giveaways that Not Nola Jane Fishrich has won, so I have a feeling I'm going to draw her name just because of so many giveaways that she's actually won. VB23, One Fish, Two Fish ROC, Q Aquatics, Neo Geo N, and Aquarium Thoughts. So just gonna shake it around. I know it's not professional, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Rack, what's up, buddy? For some reason my My chat wasn't catching up. I should have brought my 3-year-old in here to pull this out. Alright, just gonna hold it up. Emma Soanes is the winner. Emma Soanes. So I put my email down in the description, so please make sure you send me an email. That way I can get all of your information and get that Ziss bubble biofilter sent out to you. Hey, 54 Punchy. Hey, you're missing the most important part. Alright, so another thing I wanted to do was give one of these shirts away. And that was just to thank you all for helping me surpass 1,000 subscribers. And all of the engagement that you guys put on all of the videos that I put out. All of the views, all of the watch time minutes, all of the likes, comments, shares. You guys are absolutely killing it. And I just wanted to give back by giving away one of these shirts. And everyone that is actually in this stream or watches it on the replay, if you don't win the shirt and I haven't sent you stickers, and I actually have 2 different types, just send me an email or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll make sure I get some stickers sent out. So I was kind of hesitant on how to go about doing this giveaway, but I've seen a couple people do it. One being Secret History Living Inside Your Aquarium. He usually just has his chat pick a number, and that's what I'm going to do. I messaged a few of my mods to make sure they were going to be here. That way they could follow the chat and see those actual numbers. That way we could get a quick pick on who actually wins. So I don't have a pen. So I'm just gonna think of a number, and you guys can pick 1 through 1,000, and the closest one is gonna win one of these shirts. So I'll let you guys think of your number for a minute while I say hi to some more people that showed up, and then we'll go from there. And you only get 1 pick of numbers, so if you pick a couple numbers, then you're probably going to get disqualified, or you're either going to just have to go with your first number. I don't know exactly how to disqualify you, but just try to stick to 1 number. That way it can make it easier on myself and my mods to look to see who actually wins the shirt. So only choose 1 number, yeah. So it's going to be between 1 and 1,000. And I've got the number in my head. So whenever you guys are ready, you can go ahead. Blues. Blues? I seen you comment in the community tab. And I was trying to hint to you to go back and watch the video. That way you could be entered to win the biofilter. But oh, I think I seen it. Hey, lucky number 13. Passion for Pets. It's nice to see you in here. I've been enjoying your life in there and actually hang out with you guys a little bit before I go to bed. So looks like nobody else is in here, so the lucky number is 647. And I think I seen who it was. I think it was Kevin's Aquarium. Yeah, he said 652. If you see anything that's closer than 652, That's pretty darn close. Ugh. Have me on Instagram. You can send me a message. That way I can get your shirt size and the color that you want. I'll send you the link to Teespring. That way you can see which colors there are, and you can just let me know. I'll order it, receive it, then I'll get it sent out to you. Gary Aquatics, I'm always late. There's going to be several chances. Like, I actually didn't expect any of these shirts because I just think it's insane. But I'm definitely going to be giving a lot away. Like, this is probably going to be my go-to for giveaways and stuff like that. Especially like I hit 1,000 subscribers, do one from there. Maybe 1,500, I'll do another one. And different stuff. Maybe 100 likes on a video, I can do another one. That way, because the way that I think about it, if you want to promote yourself, you give people stuff for free. And if people are going to wear it, then you're going to get recognition. But that's how I see it. So, I mean, if you guys want a shirt and you want to go to Teespring and look at them and get one, that's completely up to you. But I will be giving quite a few away in the future. So don't think that this is your only chance to get a shirt. Alien World Aquatics, nice to see you in here. So, it's been a long time since I've live streamed. So it's good to hang out with you guys. How are you going to Aquatics? At the beginning of the year, I said yes, and I'm not 100% sure right now. It's only it's like 5-hour drive, but with my work schedule, I'm not 100% sure. We're actually short-handed, so I may have to cover a spot or actually work my own shift. I'm not sure if I work that weekend or not, but the new fish room, if you guys have been on my Instagram, and I usually post it in the stories just because I don't think it's a profile post, but I've been posting the stories about the sink that I hooked up, the RO system. So if you guys want to kind of see behind the scenes on that fish room build, then you can always follow me on Instagram and watch that if you have Instagram. And I'm going to come out with some videos. I'm not sure exactly like how step by step, or once I get a certain spot done, then I'll just do a video and show you all how I set it up. But I'm glad to see you guys in here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that work and the lack of funds is the reason for a lot of people. Like, I saved some money to actually go, and now that I have the money, I'm kind of glad I saved that money, and now I don't just want to spend it. So I'm still up in the air, but I'd like to see Aquamate come to Aquatics. Or like Dustin's Fish Tank says it, Aquatics, bro. So, I mean, we're gonna look at some fish. Whoa. Alright, so you all gotta check this out. It is absolutely crazy. So you see this plant right here? It is actually coming from this tank all the way down here. Let's see if I can. So I made a video recently on using soil as an aquarium substrate, and Yes. And this is my guppy. I don't think she's gonna make it. It's sad. I've been changing water every day. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. As you can see, I got meds right here. I've been doing salt baths. And I thought I saved her. She was in there for a couple weeks. Not a couple weeks, a couple days. And I gave her a salt bath and she perked right back up. Was good for 2 days and then she went right back down. So I'm not sure if she's going to make it. And it kills me because it's an absolutely stunning strain. But these are the corridors breeding projects that I talked about earlier. These are the stir-bys. Man, the quality does not look good on this. And these are the Adolphis. And then I've got a couple crossbreeds going on in here. This is the Betta I was talking about that I spawned. That's the male. That's the female. And she is actually ready to go again. Blue pandas. Am I gonna stream every Monday? I would like to, but the way that my work schedule is, I actually have off days different every other week. So, like, I'm off this Monday, next Monday I'll work, and then I'll be off the following Monday. So, I'm gonna try to figure out a set schedule. That way I could let you guys know. But this tank, I'm just loving this tank. That's a bad part about having so many tanks. It's like, I'll spend so much time with one tank, and then I will, like the next week, I'll switch to the other. It's crazy. But that 55 is currently my biggest tank, so I spend a lot of time on it. Sorry, I'm trying to set you back up. Alright, Aquamate. See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Every other Monday, that would be... I mean, I would think that would be more doable, too, because a live stream every week... I used to do a live stream every Sunday, and I don't know... I kind of don't really know what happened. I stopped doing them. And I regret it because doing live streams actually allows me to spend time and actually talk to you guys, because the live interaction's so much better than just putting out a video and someone leaving a comment. I just feel like it's a more personable level. Gotten rid of some tanks because I wanted to focus on tanks more and spread out so much. Yeah, so I actually talked about this in someone's live stream last night. I can't remember whose it was, but I have 30 tanks, and my biggest one is a 55 gallon. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, that KG Tropicals and River Life and King and Queen Cichlids, their little weekend monster extravaganza has really wanted me to get a couple monster tanks. So, but I absolutely love guppies, so I may just get one monster tank. That way I can keep some monster fish. I don't know what's gonna happen. That's why you guys got to definitely join me and follow along, because the garage is literally 3 times the size of this fish room. And I've got 30 tanks in here, so you can imagine how many tanks I'm going to be able to fit in the garage. Yep, VB, you are late. You didn't win though, buddy. Sorry. I wish I had another one to give out. Select Pet, the garage is not insulated yet. That's one of the projects that I'm actually going to be working on. I've got to, where it's attached to the house, that's insulated. The opposite wall is insulated. And basically what I have to do, the ceiling's halfway insulated. So I'm going to have to insulate the rest of the ceiling, and then the garage door, and then on the end of the other garage is a man door. So I'm going to have to insulate both of those. And then the heating and cooling at the festival that was last weekend in my town, I actually won a portable air conditioned unit, and it does like 2,200 square feet. So I'm gonna set that up out there and figure out a way to blow it out of the garage. That way I can just use that little portable AC unit during the summer to keep it cool, and then I'll just use a small little heater to heat it up in the winter. Yeah, 10 gallon for $5. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, $1 per gallon, you can't beat that. But, and I'm kind of mad about that because I got 240 breeders, 4 more 20 highs. What else did I get? Oh, I got a 75, and sitting in my waiting to go in the new fish room, because I knew that the $1 per gallon sale was going on. So I hurried up and went up there and got those. And now that it's over, I'm going to have to wait 3 months before, or 4 months, whatever it is, before I can actually go back and get the rest of the tanks that I need. But it's alright. I don't want to go too fast, because that's definitely what I did in this fish room, and there's a lot of mistakes that I made. I'm trying to slow down and make it better on myself. So I'm just trying to take my time and make sure I get everything set up right. That way it's going to be less on me. I'm not going to have to do as much maintenance and just different stuff like that. Water changes. I'm not going to set up an auto water change, because I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and they talk about how they, like Corey from Aquarium Co-op talks about it, how he don't spend the time because that tank is just constantly cycling water. So he don't have to go there and actually do the water change and check that out. And that's normally when I check my tanks out, is when I do my water changes. I drop the water 50%, then I go in there, clip any plants, do some checking on the fish, and just different stuff like that. So it's going to be an easier water change system, but it's not going to be automatic. Food cooked in a slower cooker tastes better than out of a microwave. That is 100% true, yeah. 3 hours on water changes for 6 tanks? What kind of system are you using? Are you using a Python or what? Because I use a Python, and I can probably change these 30 tanks in probably 4 hours. But they're all the same temperature too. Like, I used to run heaters, and then I started unplugging them because it was so intense, the amount of extra work I had to do to try and get the different temperatures of the tanks. So I just unplugged the heaters and let the tanks settle down, and everything's still thriving. So Now everything's the same temperature. All I have to do is drain them, set my temperature on the Python, and then just let it rip. And I think that's a huge plus too. Do I want to go for profit on the fish room? I mean, right now, a big portion of this fish room is me breeding and selling guppies. Like, I have my store on Get Gills. A lot of people will send me messages and ask me what strains I have available, and I've shipped out a lot of guppies, so I don't think I'm gonna go 100%. This is a fish room for profit, but I am gonna be doing some profit tanks on the side, if that makes sense. It's basically gonna be for me. Like, I don't know. I know it's not gonna take over my job, but the little extra income that I make from these few tanks that I'm breeding out of will help me supply different things that I need for the fish room. So basically, the money that I make, I throw it right back into the fish room to help expand it, do food, different stuff. So that's basically how I'm going for it. So it's not really for profit, but it's kind of like for even. Yeah, we've talked about you getting a python. I hope you do get one, because it changed. It basically changed my life. Keeping fish, I'm not gonna lie. Because even when I was little, my parents had a 55-gallon, and we actually had a Pacu in it, and it was just completely terrible. Doing water changes in buckets, then you'd have to go over to the sink, wait for that bucket to fill up, go dump it. It was just horrible. Shrimps, yeah, I have one, two, three. I've got 4 shrimp tanks right now. I've got the Fire Red Neocaridina, the Blue Dreams, Yellows, and the Blue Velvets. But they actually haven't done as good as I would like. I don't know if it's because of the 10-gallon or because of the water. Because they are breeding like absolute mad in the 20 long down here. That tank down there. I've got shrimp going nuts. And then the 10 gallons, I've seen them breed quite a bit, but it's nothing like this 20 long. So I'd say that I'm going to try to get away from the 10 gallons for shrimp at least. And with the RO unit actually in the fish room now, I'm going to be able to keep some other shrimp that I like from the Caridina species. Picking up the bucket and your back going out, yeah. I used to be able to do it, but I'm 28 and I feel like I'm 90, so. Okay, I want to see this one. I use 2 pumps and buckets and 100 feet of hose. Siphon into 1 bucket with the pump running into the sink. Then fill it. Clean bucket with the pump running. So it's kind of like you're pulling it out as you're putting it in at the same time. That's pretty smart. But the only thing bad about that, and I've actually talked to a couple people about this, is that people with automatic water change systems, you gotta think that this water's flowing in from the top of the tank, and you have your bulkhead right there in the back. Most of that water that's running through that bulkhead is that fresh water that's coming in. So I think that draining your tank down and then refilling it up, I think that's a better way of doing water changes. And it's going to give you a better indication on how much water you actually change. Because you may do a 50% water change, but you're only changing 10% because most of the fresh water that's coming into the tank ran out. So that's another reason why I wanted to go like this. Oh, you don't do both? Okay. And I've been watching quite a few videos on people's drain systems. There's one that I think it's Dustin's Fish Tanks. It's Gary Lang's fish room, and he actually has like a gutter, and it's like a house gutter, and it hangs on his racks like this, like right here, and then it's got a hose that runs out to his drain system, and when he drains the tanks, he just puts it in there and then runs it into that gutter, and then it runs out, and he can move that gutter around the fish room so he can just take it wherever he's going to be doing his water changes. And I don't think it's going to be a gutter system, but one thing that I want to do with the water changes is I don't think I'm going to go Python. I think I'm going to go straight running to the drain system, and it's gonna, because I think it's faster, and you use less water. You don't have to use water to pull your tank water out. And then another thing is their PVC that they use to actually drain it. They'll set it at different lengths for different tanks. So if you're draining a 10-gallon tank, your PVC would be like this tall, and then if it's a 55-gallon, your PVC will be this tall for changing like 50% of the water. So you can basically, it's like a Python hook. You hang it over and you drain the water out, and it'll suck through, and you can basically just set it for, like, you'll set it, and then once the water level gets below that PVC line, then it's going to stop flowing. So that's definitely one way that I think I'm going to do it. For drains, you sometimes can find old gutters or piping for free. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Gary don't carry. Yeah, that's the video. Gary's Aquatics, thank you, buddy. Allie Patton, thank you for watching the Ziss video and getting your name in the drawing. I don't know if you were here earlier, but we had already drew a winner. Aquion water changer. Yeah, so it's basically like a Python, right? Andrew Squivels. Yeah. So there's a couple different options. Like I said, I'm taking my time, and I'm gonna find the right system that's gonna make the fish room a whole lot easier. Because in here, like, I'm in a spare bedroom, so if I did do that type of system, I'm not gonna be able to drain it out anywhere except for like down the sink, which would be really hard because it's not gonna be a gravity flow. So out there, I can just tap right into the drain line on the utility sink that I put in, and I could just put a little piece on the PVC, plug it in there basically, and it'll drain right down that drain. So Don Michelle, good night. Thank you for stopping by. You got a siphon hose at the auto parts store? What kind of siphon hose was that? And how does it work? Is it good? Yeah, I've never actually seen the Aquion water changers, but the Python, the hosing is just so nice. I think it's like 1/2 inch around, and that's what my plumbing is through my water heater and my RO unit in the new fish room. So, and I'll tell you what, 1/2 inch PEX tubing, you can have water just soar through that stuff. So it's got pretty good pressure in there. Yes, PF Fishing, they are the Pracox Dwarf Neon Rainbows. So I'll let you look at them if you want. So they are absolutely beautiful. Chattanooga Ed runs all of his water out in the garden. Yeah, that's another thing too. When I clean my filters, I will put it in a bucket, and I actually just made a video about this too. It was my most recent video last week. And I've also got a Pistogramma cockatoides in here. Just a pair. But that bucket that I clean my filters in with all that grimy, just dirty water, I'll go dump those on my plants, and you can literally see the next day they just pretty much explode because of all of the nutrients that are in it. I've also got neon tetras, rummy nose, and then I got some CPDs from Aquatic Arts. I got 12 of them, and only one lived, so I've only got one in here. But he's a little gangster. He will literally, like, as soon as I feed, I can never see him until I feed, and then he comes straight to the top and is just battling his way through trying to get some food. Yeah, I definitely want to do a CPD tank too. Look at my hair. I'm freaking sweating in here. It's hot. And that's another thing too, is this room, I don't know. Just for videos and stuff, like, it's not a big deal. It's probably not. People probably don't even pay attention. But the green walls, like, I started this fish room before I even painted this room, so it's whatever. People probably don't notice, but I do. So it's gonna give me a fresh start. I'm gonna be able to do things like I want and fix any mistakes that I made when I was building this one. Yeah, the dwarf neon rainbows are really good looking. I actually got those from Aquatic Arts too, and they've grown a whole bunch. Like, I thought they were gonna grow a lot slower, but they sprouted pretty fast. It's thin tubing, just a hose and a bulb, $7. Okay, so a bulb to start the siphon. Aqueon copied Python. I mean, it's a genius idea. Whoever thought of it should be sitting on the beach right now drinking margaritas, because they made my life a hell of a lot easier. I know that. If a LFS gave you a decal with their logo, would you put it on your tank and show it in videos? It all depends. I mean, one of my local fish stores I really love, the other one I really don't. And my local fish store is like an hour away, so I kind of really don't even have one. But if I really like the store, then yes. But if I don't, then no. That's basically all it comes down to. Can I review the new co-op sponges? Yeah. I'll get one and try it out, see how it works, and I'll do a review on it. Allie, definitely let me know how you like it. I seen that he put that out. I'm sure they're gone already, because he said that they were basically backed up. So definitely let me know how you like them, because they look very, like, open. I don't know. It looks like they're gonna never clog, basically. But going back to, like, the logos and stickers, I mean, people, other channels, other fish tube channels that send me their stickers, I purposefully try to show them in my videos. Like, I'll show you right here. I've only got a few right now. Like, there's a few of them. Over here, I got a few. Oh, I'm stuck. So, I basically, look at this green water tank. It's got lemon blue eye bristlenose in it. Haven't done a water in like a month, 2 months, something like that. I'm just gonna let it go, see how they like it. I put most of the lemon blue eyes out in my tub with the yellow tiger endlers. I've also got some spotted corridors out there too. I need to make a video on that tub, but like the algae in there is just so unreal because I don't have enough plants in there. You have a few stickers for like for yourself or that people have sent you. Select pet. Get a hold of Jetter and Aquatics. He does 300 stickers for like 20 bucks. He's done both of my sets of stickers. And he's fast too. I mean, he rubber bands them up, he cuts them, everything. They don't come on sheets or anything like that. Vinoxky tank. Send me an email. I'll send you some stickers, and everyone else that's in here too. If you want a sticker, just send me an email, send me an Instagram message, and I'll send you out some stickers. I've got the old stickers left, so I've been sending people both actually. I usually send 2 of each, so you get 4 stickers. You know I'll advertise for you. Yeah. I still need to get you paid, Select Pet. I need to send you some fish coals and some plant trimmings. Bob Kaler, what's up, buddy? Can he use a picture? I'm not sure. I'm sure he can. You just send him a Facebook message, or Facebook's where I got a hold of him, and then he'll have you send an email of your logo or your picture, and you just PayPal him the money, and he ships them to you. Aquaballs, what's up, buddy? Is green water beneficial to plecos? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not that big into plecos. I actually just started trying to breed them, so I've never played around with green water either with plecos, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone else in the chat could help you out with that. I know green water is beneficial for a lot of stuff, so I'd say they benefit from it a little bit, yeah. Yeah, he is. It pretty much, if you message him, he'll message you right back, basically. I am sweating now. I've got this little fan on me, but it's not enough. Don't know firsthand, but I've heard people say green water is good for everything. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure it's good for everything, but people just don't like looking at green water. Are you talking about logo? I need logo and got my aquarium co-op puffer pin. Yeah, I seen Randy from Aquarius podcast. I think he posted that pin on his community tab or something. That's a pretty cool pin. So I didn't know that he was actually selling those. I haven't been on Aquarium Co-op site for a while. I need to get on there and actually buy a 3 vol, a 3 vol Fu point oh, a Flu Vol 3.0, because this tank, the 55, I've got a Dustin's Fish Tank Standard Double on there, and one of the big things that I've noticed is the light isn't penetrating to the bottom as well as I need it to, because my stem plants are basically bare on the bottom, and that's a good indication that you're not getting enough light down there. So I need to definitely get another light and get something going to where I could try to healthy those plants up a little bit. Oh, that's pretty cool. When did you meet him? And where at? My, yeah, I hear you on that, Allie. My OCD is unreal, especially when it comes to these tanks. Like, hair algae is, it's gonna be the death of me, because it drives me so nuts. And especially when it gets in like moss and guppy grass and stuff, I usually end up just throwing it all away because I can't get rid of it, and it drives me absolutely nuts. Oh, my back's hurting. What? I got my pen signed and it looks like it's part of the pen. Huh. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I can't remember who he said did that puffer logo, but that thing is unreal. It looks amazing. Well, who's going to be at Aquashella? There's one of the negatives of the aquarium hobby. Us humans like to clean. The number of people try to clean the tank with chemicals as they have fish in the water. Yeah. A lot of people can't stand their tanks being dirty when in reality, like, waterways are the most dirty thing. Like, the Ohio River is the most dirty part of our town, and fish just thrive in there. I don't know if it's true or not, but at the dam on the Ohio River, there's said to be catfish the size of Volkswagen Beetles. Like, people will go in underwater weld on the dam, and I've heard that they were like walking on something on a surface, and it was probably, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 foot surface, and then they go back down to the same spot and it's absolutely gone. And they think it's where those catfish just sit right on the other side of that dam and just feed off everything that comes through. Yeah, I definitely want to get a Fluval 3.0. I should have bought one when they were cheaper. Now I'm just going to buy one and spend $30 extra. I don't know why I do that to myself, but yeah, bull shark in the Ohio River. Yeah. Yeah, we used to ski and tube and all kinds of stuff in the Ohio, and now it's scary to even get in there. Blackie, what's up, buddy? Hey, just so you know, you've inspired me to pick my guitar back up, so thank you for that. I would play for you guys, but I don't want to send everybody screaming, running. No, but I think you should do a live stream about fish one week and then a live stream about fish where you just play guitar with a tank in the background too. So you should do 2 live streams where you talk in one, and then a live stream where you just take requests and play different songs on your guitar. Because you're unreal. I mean, it blows my mind, like people like that they can hear something, or you can just tell them a song and psh, they can basically just pick it up. The Kentucky River is fairly clean. We sanitize it, shoot, every few years by spilling bourbon in from the Kentucky River. Slick Pet, I know you're located close to me, but I don't know what the Kentucky River is. I figured you lived close to the Ohio too. Unless the Ohio goes into the Kentucky. I'm not 100% sure, but there's some other exciting news that I kind of spoiled myself, and not only did I give a shirt away on the 1K subscribers, but I bought a Canon M50 camera. So, and it's supposed to get here tomorrow, and I think that I'm going to try to do a video, and I've posted about this on my Instagram. I know I say that a lot, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll get a lot of hints on the type of stuff that I'm going to be coming out with. But I went to a campground, probably about 30 minutes away, and they had a dam, and they had a bunch of like native fish they're pretty small. Then they had some bigger ones, so I was thinking about setting up a native tank. I don't actually have the room right now, but I think I'm gonna go and film me collecting them. It's like a collect and release. Just collect them, put them in a specimen container, maybe identify them, and then just let them go. And then later on, once I get the new fish room going, then I can go back and actually collect one for a native tank. So I think that's going to be a pretty cool project. Who's the lucky winner? Emma Soanes won the biofilter, and Kevin's Aquariums won the shirt. So I haven't seen Emma in here. Has anybody else? So hopefully she sees this and knows that she won, because I don't know how to get a hold of her anywhere else. I guess if she don't get a hold of me like in a couple weeks, then we'll go live again and pick someone else. The pink shirt. Hey, I'm gonna send you the pink shirt. Select that. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. You see me sweating? She says I'm melting. Yeah, I'm melting bad. It is like, it's not even that hot in here. It's 78 degrees in here, but I am a hot person. Like, I'm always sweating. I can't ever get cold. I don't know why. That's why I hate the summer so much and I love the winter, because it actually tries to keep me cool. Kevin has an awesome cichlid channel. Yeah, that may be something else. Is we have hard water here, and I may be trying to set up a couple cichlid tanks. I'm not sure exactly which type, but I'm gonna have to start watching some cichlid channels, which I do anyways. Like, a lot of people that just do cichlids, just because I don't have any doesn't mean that I don't watch them. I definitely do, because I mean, I try to watch everybody, just because you never know what you're gonna learn. Even if they have the certain type of fish that you don't necessarily keep, I still try to watch as much content or as much people in the fish tube community as I can. I'll get a pink one just for you. Definitely do it. I might get one. Next live stream, I may have a pink one. You never know. One thing I can say is that it didn't come out as good as I thought it would. I mean, it's pretty decent, but the color of the shirt kind of ties into the otter a little bit. So I'm not too happy about that, but it's whatever. I mean, eventually I'll probably step it up and try to make it a little bit better and get someone like on Fiverr or something to just boost it up a little bit, make it. They fade fairly quickly. I haven't noticed that, but they do shrink. So, Kevin, make sure you one up a size when you let me know, because I usually wear an extra large and this is a 2X. The other shirts that I had, the one that say Otter Creek Aquatics and then they have just the angelfish on them, I got an extra large in those, and the first time I washed it, it was like so tight I could barely breathe. But thank you, Chattanooga Ed. So I think it looks great. Question on video editing. What do you use? Looking for something to start out with. So, as of right now, I use my phone for everything. I record on my phone, I edit on my phone, upload on my phone. So I use, people call it KineMaster, but I think it's KineMaster. I don't know. It's KineMaster. And I think it's like $5 a month is what I pay. And that's just to get rid of the watermark. So if you don't pay that money, you can do it for free, but it's gonna say like up here in the top corner, it's gonna say made with KineMaster or KineMaster, whatever it's called. Someone told me a fact about shirts and it changed my life. What fact is that? Blow our minds and change all of our lives. A whole line of merch? No. No. I would. I don't know. If I did have one, I would probably just give it away because I think that's the right thing to do. Thank you, Bob Kaler, for linking that up. Monica Lynn, thanks for the follow on Instagram. So if you go to my Teespring store, you can get like phone cases, socks, beach towel. I put all that stuff on there just so if I wanted it in the future, I could get it. Like, I think I have a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and I've actually got one of those coming with the order that I'm about to place, because there's a few people that I actually got shirts for already, and like, I don't want to say this to offend any of you guys, but a lot of people that have been there from the beginning with me as I started my channel, I'm trying to start sending out some shirts for people that have been with me and involved in my channel for a long time. Okay, I gotta see what he said. The first crease of your shoulder. The first crease of your shirt should hang on your shoulder. Like right here? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, thank you, Allie, for stopping by. Sorry you didn't win the drawing, but thank you for watching the video. Cameron, thank you for stopping in, bud. I didn't know if you were going to be in here or not. So I'm at the bottom of the chat. Designer shades, really. I do like sunglasses. I wear Oakleys, mostly. Is what I try to wear, but they're expensive, so I've lost a couple pair, and it's heartbreaking, but... So I'm at the bottom of the chat. If anybody has any other questions or anything, let me know. Definitely, anybody that watched this, if you want a sticker, send me an email, an Instagram, Facebook message, and I'll get you some stickers sent out. And if you guys have any ideas, if you follow me on Instagram and want to watch the upcoming fish room, if you got any suggestions or ideas on videos or stuff that you've done to help me with something that I'm trying to work out, then let me know. Like right now, my wow, can't even think of it. The water purifier. It does 100 gallons per day, but and I Facebook message Lucas Bretts, and his does 3,000 gallons a day. Like, that is so much RO unit. That is so much RO water, it's unbelievable. But 100 gallons a day, it literally just dribbles out. It's terrible. So I'm gonna have to either upgrade that system, or I'm gonna have to get like a big bin to store all of that RO water. That way when I go to use that, then hopefully he didn't want me to say that, but whoops. Sorry, Lucas. But yeah, his RO, I mean, you can just tell it from his videos that he showed. His RO unit is massive. I got mine off Amazon. It was like $140. It does 100 gallons a day. It's terrible. But yes, he is a wizard. I like watching his videos. He's helped me with a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to shrimp, because when I first started shrimp, I had no clue what I was doing. I still don't. I haven't killed as many, but I still don't know what I'm doing. One thing, though, is Bacter AE. I feed shrimp that, and that has really helped the progression of shrimplets, and just keeping the tank overall healthy, keeping them eating, not losing shrimp, just feeding Bacter AE. I will stand by that product 100%, because that's amazing. Thank you, Bob, for linking that up. But thank you all for stopping by. Congrats to the winners, and let me know what you guys think of this live stream. I mean, I'm definitely going to start going live more. If you want to see more of a presentation type, or if you just want to hang out, let me know. Maybe I can do one of each, because I still want to try to help people like I do in my videos. And the way that I do that, I just tell people basically what I've learned along the way. So I try to document what I'm going through instead of trying to figure out stuff to talk about, if that makes sense. How do you spell that shrimp food? Shrimp food? Let me grab it. Oh. Yeah, I was just sitting on my knees. Sitting on my knees for an hour and 11 minutes. Do some interviews. Yeah, that would be cool. Cameron, you're up first, buddy. Next week. 10 o'clock. Be there or be square. Yeah, my legs are killing me. My son's trying to get in the room, so about time for me to head out. So thank you all for stopping by, watching. It was fun to hang out with you guys again, and I'm looking forward to start going live on a regular basis again. So definitely stay tuned. Stay tuned on the Instagram for behind the scene projects, and I set up a Facebook group, so if you guys want to, you can join that. I don't think anybody's joined it, but I'm going to start implementing more content on there and showing more behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you.